Welcome to Tenebrael Gaming, and today we're going to be reacting to the trailer for Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro, a Netflix original. Now, last time I was doing a reaction to a Netflix movie, so rather unfortunately what happened was that my video sort of got blocked, so I couldn't actually share it, even though it was a review video, and it was actually a very positive video about this particular movie. So unfortunately, I'll probably have to chop this up into commentary, which is going to be a bit sad, but yeah, here we go. So Frankenstein. Now, I'm also going to say that I remember reading Frankenstein like 20 plus years ago, so I don't actually remember much of what happens in it. My last exposure to Frankenstein was a couple of years back. I think I saw Frankenstein, the one with Robert De Niro, and that was a good movie, to be honest. So let's see how this one fares.
I had determined that the memory of my evils should die with me.
I gotta say, Guillermo del Toro has this amazing, visuals to his movies. I really like his movies. Especially what I like about his movies is all the practical effects, the lack of CGI in a lot of places. So I'm hoping, I'm thinking he's going to stick with that. But yeah, he definitely has a very nice feel to it. And strangely enough, there's also sort of a theater quality to some of the shots he takes. So this feels like some kind of play taking place.
Some of what I will tell you is fact.
Now, unfortunately, to my knowledge, he won an Academy Award for that, movie where the woman falls in love with a fish man or something, and unfortunately there were certain connotations to that movie which I was not comfortable with. So when I hear Academy Award winner Guillermo del Toro, yeah, he probably deserved an Oscar for other stuff he did, not for that particular creepy ass movie.
Some of what I will tell you is fact. Some is not, but it is all true. What manner of creature is that?
What's his name? Oscar Isaac, is it? I guess Oscar Isaac. Let me just think. I really like the look of Oscar Isaac. He's definitely got his own intensity, and of course he's got that amazing jawline, so yeah, I wonder if he's gonna start a new movement, and we're gonna have mutton chops coming back. And there you go, we got Frankenstein in the Frankenstein's monster in the distance there in that shot. Looks very good.
I did.
And he's a great actor, of course.
I had a vision. An idea took shape.
Alright, so in this shot we can clearly see somebody maybe close to Frankenstein. Maybe she's inspired him to resurrect someone. And the coffin looks very high fantasy, so it seems this movie isn't really going to be directly taken from the novel, so it's not in that kind of era of England. I don't know if it was the Victorian era, I'm not sure, might be wrong with that one. Yeah, it seems like some high fantasy stuff, which I suppose gives Del Toro the flexibility to be a bit more creative with, all the effects and of course all the designs he has going.
An idea took shape in my mind. inevitable.
Alright,
In my mind.
this looks amazing, because I don't think I've ever seen a shot like this. You know, the horse quite literally is frozen. Oh, it's got a rider on it as well. It's amazing. I've never seen one such as this. I do have to say it's a bit strange. Did everybody just freeze suddenly? Did the cold just start suddenly and they sort of died? You know? That's a bit strange. I like the placement of the crow there on those bodies. It's a bit strange though. How come the crow is surviving in this damn cold, but everything else just froze to death instantly?
Inevitable. Unavoidable. Until it.
That seems to be like an actual actor there. I wonder if that's the Frankenstein monster that he's making. Looks a bit too smooth though. Doesn't quite look like patches that is made of, you know, different parts of different bodies. Yeah, that's not sure that's working for me.
Until it became truth.
So in this one, it seems he's going to be using those bodies that we saw outside in the clip. Now, I'm not sure if they were bodies from bodies being delivered to him. If I'm correct, he grave robs in the movie I saw, which I'm assuming is closer to the books. In this one, it seems he's maybe either delivered the bodies to him or you know, if you notice, all of those things died sort of close to his tower outside something. So I don't know. That is a strange one, but yeah, a little bit different take as to how he came across those bodies. And I can't really play it, but the music's looking very good. And also, I've just noticed that this is the woman that was in the casket. So I guess this is what encourages him to try to find a cure for death, as opposed to his own sort of scientific, his own need to discover discover a cure for death or bring something to life. His own, I forgot. I can't even think of the words right now. His own. I need some sleep. Curiosity. That's what I'm thinking of. All right. Oh, okay. This looks pretty sweet. I'm not quite sure. That looks like an angel of sorts. Maybe the dude's hallucinating, and the statues around him are coming to life, or maybe seeing a vision. Maybe we get into more of the psychology of him starting to struggle with the choices he's making. Maybe this is some kind of angel that's going to take him to hell because of his actions. So that's a few questions about this. I'm not exactly sure how this specific design actually works in terms of transferring the electrical energy that he's gathering from the storm, the charge, onto the being. It's not quite in contact with anything. So that said, it does seem things are going a bit wrong. So I'm not sure what's going on here.
Seeking life.
Yeah, I see I've got the same problem here again. See, the whole design looks way too smooth. Yeah, I think it's sort of, you can see it's sort of got a almost crucifix-like design in the table they've made for him, which I think is a bit on the nose there, I guess. And that said, one does have to think about it this way, that maybe there is a need for a spiritual side to you as a human being that should keep you in check, because God knows if you make science your God instead, you might just end up making some kind of monstrosities just for the sake of it, as opposed to asking those questions. For example, like when they not quite brought back the dire wolf, but why? The reason that we're just doing it is because we're people for science, and science shouldn't stop there. I think we've all seen Jurassic Park, so maybe there are some moral questions, religious dilemmas we need to deal with. We can't just justify everything. We can't just justify science for the sake of science, sort of thing. So questions to be asked. Just realized I can't even come up with the words to describe my feelings. I should do more reactions. I haven't done this for almost a year, I think. Dang.
I created death. I created death.
I absolutely loved the roaring sound of the Frankenstein monster. It seems he's being played by a tall actor, as opposed to being exaggerated in size, which could work. Now, this is probably the part of the trailer that doesn't really do it for me, which is I don't think they should have shown Frankenstein. The trailer held my attention, pulled me in. All the music, etc., everything was, on point. But suddenly, they showed the monster in action. And I think that shouldn't have been done. They shouldn't have shown the monster in the trailer. But that's just my opinion. So Christopher Waltz has got a credit there. So he's going to be getting a bigger role the next as well, it seems. I'm not sure who Jacob Flaherty is. Mia Goth or Mia Goth might be the ginger lady, the love of Frankenstein's life. But yeah, so overall, mostly positive feelings. It's a Guillermo del Toro movie, so you sort of know what to expect. Yet at the same time, you're curious about what he's going to do. So it should be a nice watch. Probably doesn't look like something you'd probably go watch repeatedly. But yeah, personally, I don't think they should have shown the monster. And also, I'm not quite sold on the monster's design because of that just one normal, smooth green skin as opposed to a, patched up being of different human parts. And he's quite skinny as well. So I think when you have a more chunky looking monster, larger creature, sort of inhumanly, wide in frame, it sort of makes it more believable that he's been made of different parts as opposed to the model we've got now. Also, there is something very strange, though, I've just realized. Not sure. I just thought about it. That is a dude, right? That is a dude? I'm just wondering because in the shot... Now, is that a dude or is that a woman? Is that the woman? Is that the woman of his life that he's experimenting on? Not sure. Creepy, that. That said, I see some blonde hair there, so... Anyway, tell me what you think of the Frankenstein trailer. Like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Tenebrael Gaming.
And show your support for the gaming channels by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Tenebrael Gaming.